Okay, I'm gonna try this for like 1,000,001 times. I played a tournament. I got my ass handed to me. Oh, yeah, heroclix. I was playing heroclix. Um, yeah, so I was playing Scarlet Witch, Emma Frost, Sasquatch. Who was the other one? I think I was playing. It was a 400-point team, so Sasquatch, Emma Frost, Scarlet Witch. That's like 300, and then I was playing like long shot. I think I played it horrible because well, I didn't even know how to use the Phoenix Force. I was convinced I knew how to use the Phoenix Force when I wasn't. I wasted a lot of time. I was arguing with it, and when we played, I had my butt whooped by not really butt whooped, but I was learning basically how the characters work. They're pretty effective that the guy picked. He had a good selection. I feel like definitely there's a way that I could have beat him. Of course, there was a way that he could have beat me. There was strategy involved. There was probability involved. I kind of stacked probability in my favor, but he had a good strategy. Not to mention, he also knew that map. Well, I don't know if I knew the map, but it favored close combat. It did not favor range, in my opinion. All right, if I guess so, but okay, fine. It could have been range, but he had barrier abilities. Anywho, I mean, I'll talk about the match altogether. Ultimately, I say it was a good all-around team he built. I had a decent team, even though I just went like, okay, cool, let's go. I would have preferred to have played all freaking night. Sadly, you know, that's not how the tournaments work. Tournament's over and everybody just scatters. Talk, talk, talk. I'd like to play, finish up, and play some more. But, yeah, next game I played Yuri Metal, which I was really upset about. I don't like Yuri Metal. I was so pissed off about Yuri Metal. Now, I think I was so shocked and awe by the fact of Yuri Metal's defenses that I didn't even focus on Thor, Split Lip, and a low-level Loki the other guy was playing. I mean, it was a 400-point game. Those guys probably would have been taken out a lot easier. So I had a wicked team. I could have probably even beat his team even much more easier, but because of Yuri Metal's like shock, like, what? No way, really? Seriously, you gotta roll the same dice as the damn what? So you want to take him out real fast just because it's a new ability. Well, that was the wrong way of thinking. I should have attacked it what I knew, the low level and Thor. The characters I played was Longshot. I already said, right? Anyways, Longshot, Sasquatch, a Mystic. Okay, the Emma Frost and the Scarlet Witch were from the starter sets of the X-Men Avengers sets, and Longshot from the Wolverine and the X-Men, and the Sasquatch from the Iron Man, I think, set. So I thought it was a good team. Anywho, where was I going to go with this? Oh yeah, so I was doing damage to Yuri Metal. I didn't even know because Longshot here is unavoidable damage. 1 unavoidable damage if he hits. The ability on Yuri Metal, Absorption Man, LE figure is unavoidable damage. You know, it negates everything. Unavoidable is unavoidable, period. Hope Summers can copy ability, so if she copies a crit hit, I think she would also do 1 unavoidable damage. Some guy was saying that this guy works because he shuts off defenses. I disagree with that because of the wording on the character. It's a character trait. Now, they also say Pulse Wave doesn't work because in the wording of Pulse Wave, he says all effects are ignored. Well, to me, I thought it was good because I was looking at the definitions of all the things. Like, I didn't really look at the rule book, so the definition is turn off all game effects. I think game effects is everything on the card, in my opinion. But apparently not, because you have Silver Centaurian, who says specifically ignores Pulse Wave. So I guess that takes up point. Or maybe it's the other way around because of the fact that, was I going with this? Oh yeah, no, I don't remember. Pulse wave should work. Unless it says specifically it doesn't work. Because it turns off game effects. It turns off everything. Turn off. Just off. Game effect. Effect. Effect is defined as effect. You look up effect. Effect is anything affecting the game. Oh well, whatever. Leech. Capture ability. I didn't think about playing him. I always want to play him, but I never do. This is my first time. I guess I was so focused on an X-Men Avenger team because I want to learn how to use X-Men and Avenger for whenever I do play an actual tournament. This was more just like a fling tournament, not really like a tournament with a theme. So I wanted to test out Avengers and X-Men and learn how they intertwine, interact with abilities. So Leech could capture him. I'm willing to bet this team is not X-Men or Avengers, so I didn't want it. I didn't want to use Leech, even though I always want to use them and never do. Dreadnoughts, Hydra, reduce your defenses by 1 for everyone that's within line of sight. I was wondering if you're like 1 square away from the intended target, or 2 squares, or 1 square. Well, 1 square between you. It's considered adjacent for him, but not for the person he's targeting. So the person's locked. The other Dreadnought, the person's locked. They can break away whenever. So Leech rolls a capture, tries to hit. Maybe I'll try to attack with the Dreadnought first to knock down the defense a little bit. If it misses, then Leech could try to capture. If she captures, then I got like 2 ways to pull them out. Like I got a 35-point rescue. Reason why I would want to play her at 35 points because I might want to try to squeeze in 2 rescues. They can use telekinesis, I believe, which is pretty wicked. So just pull him out if he's adjacent. But if he does a ranged combat attack, he loses 2 to his attack. If he chooses the character to capture, he does succeed. Anyways, Leech, just look at Leech abilities. -2 if it's a ranged combat capture. That's why I want to use these Hydras, because each one of them will give reduce the target's -1. He's a wild card. Copy the Hydra ability. So it's 1, 2, 3. -3 to the defense. I lose 2 because I'm using ranged attack, but I get +3. And +2 if I'm trying to capture the character that I'm trying. So everything just kind of evens out. I get basically +3. I don't think you can modify everything, like anything less than +3, right? So Hydra team ability down 3. His attack +2 if I pick the right character. -2 if it's a range attack, or if it's close quarters, which I should be able to do. But I lose. That's right. So actually, it would be better if I do it at range, right? And then telekinesis. So he breaks away automatically so long as he's not directly adjacent. If it's like a square between him, he's able to break away. So 1 attacks, it doesn't hit. Or I could have, so he attacks, it doesn't hit. Grab the second Dreadnought, get him ready to pick up just attack with Leech. If the capture is successful, pick him up, take him to rescue. Can carry him more, or if he's adjacent, TK him with the rescue, TK him with the other rescue, get him to the starting line as fast as possible. Downside of this team so far, I mean, you're looking at 100 points, 200 -4, 35, 70, so 70, 60, no, 70, 80, 90, so that's 35 points left over. I can pull a resource out of somewhere. Kind of a downside, not really a whole lot of damage. I mean, defense, not a whole lot of defense. Maneuverability is very specific. It's there, but if they get the first hit, there can be some serious danger. I think once you see this dude on the field, I think everybody doesn't know what you got planned, right? So Oh, yeah, 200 point guy. It's too much. Yeah, so I talked about the 2 teams I want to make and all the other stuff. Big Bertha, actually. Big Bertha is a pretty decent tank, but she can be outweighted her defense and beat by buying like one hit. Yeah. Later, so have a good one, man. Let me know what you think of the teams, though, or ideals, or whatever, if you're listening. This kind of looks kind of weird because it's really not planned. I don't really do the production stuff.